All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is a Monday slow flow. So we've got some flow postures, in other words, breath and movement, and we'll hold some of the postures, so it's not quite an exact idea of flow, but you'll get it nonetheless. All right, let's get rolling into this one. We're starting standing. Let's go to, and actually, let's start with just some neck rolls and work your shoulders, please. Get all the kinks out. Trust all of us had a long and interesting day, so just some free movement here. Let's make sure we're good to go, especially around the ankles. This way we keep some of the kinks and cracks and pops from happening when we get into our postures. All right, from here, Tadasana, mountain pose. So feet together or slightly apart, legs are firm, stomach is in, chest is soft, shoulders, bring them up. Take them back, drop them down. Fingers are energized towards the floor, chin is slightly tucked. Breath and movement. Inhale, bring the arms up. You're inhaling through the nose. Take your gaze up all the way. Exhale, arms come down. And we're exhaling through the nose as the arms come down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Really expand the lungs. One more. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale. Forward folds now. Inhale, arms come up. On your exhale, swan dive forward. Bend the knees as we reach for the floor, the top of the feet or the shins. Good. Come up halfway. Give me a flat back. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. My legs are nice and long at this point, not locked out though. Core, your stomach is in, chest comes forward, shoulders are away from the ears. Awesome. Give me one more breath in through the nose. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs, reaching for the mat, and reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up, inhale the whole way. Exhale, forward fold. Give it a go. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up, extend all the way. And exhale your arms to the sides. All right, let's work on lats, the sides here, just a bit. The feet, you can bring the feet apart, maybe no wider than your hips. We're going to do a side stretch, a one-arm side stretch. I'll start with the left arm, bring it up. The right arm just rests right on the legs here. Now, push the hips to the left, torso comes down to the right. Now, if you want to go deeper with this, you can bring both hands together, release the index fingers. This is what we do in Bikram yoga, but if this is too much for the shoulders, overall upper back, you can just do a one arm, but keep that top arm active as it reaches. You're pushing the hips out to the left. It doesn't matter. One or both arms, push the hips out. Torso comes down. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Nice. On your next inhale, bring the torso up. Swap arms. So if you're doing one arm, just bring one arm up. The other arm comes down. And now from my side, my right arm is up, and I'm pushing the hips to the right. Torso comes down to the left. Of course, if you're doing both arms at the same time, try to keep the biceps near the ears. I know, it's a lot of work doing it this way, but try to keep the biceps near the ears. Keep the torso coming back, arms coming back. And of course, if that's just too much, don't sweat it. One arm is fine. As we work to open up the whole of the right side. Nice. One more breath. On the next inhale, bring the torso up, and the arm comes down, shake it off. Whew, great work. Okay, let's go a little further here. Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway with the breath. Exhale, hands come down, and let's take your right leg back to a lunge. So I'm taking my right leg back. You're on the right toes. My torso is pretty much over the left leg here. Now, if you cannot reach the mat, you can try bringing both hands on the inside of the left foot. And if you're having serious issues here on a Monday, go ahead and drop the right knee down to the mat. But if you can manage it, keep that right leg up. Now, if you think that hip is up, if the butt's up towards the ceiling, bring it down. So we're working into the left hamstring. And of course, another variation, have the torso up. You're working on balance right here, hands resting on top of the left knee. Looks good, folks. Give me another breath. With that exhale, hands come back to the mat if they're not already there, and step the right foot up. Bring it up halfway. Give me a flat back. Legs are long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up, extend all the way. Let's try the other side. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, hands down, and take your left leg back. Or the opposite leg if you did the other side already. All right, lots of options here as always. So the left knee can stay up. Keep the butt level. Try to keep the butt down as you work into the hamstring. And of course, you can have both hands on top of the right knee. Even a small back compression here works fine. Or bring the left knee down. It's still a lunge, just lean a little deeper into it with the pelvis coming down and forward if the left knee is down. Okay, I'm gonna bring mine up here. Looking good. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, we're gonna bring that left foot up. I'm using a hop here. We're coming up halfway with a nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach up, arms come up. Exhale your arms to the sides. Okay. All right, that was good. Let's try a slightly different one now. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, hands come down. Take your right foot back to a lunge. All right, looks good. So we're at a lunge, and now let's add a twist to it. So left hand on top of the left knee, twist the torso to the left. And that left hand can stay on the knee, or you can extend it straight up. Give yourself a slightly deeper twisting action. Stick with the breath. Nice. Hold here. We're almost there. One more breath. Exhale. Woo, bring that left hand down. Now, we're going to shift the hips back. So my right foot, I want my right foot flat. Lengthen the front leg. So normally there's a bend here for the lunge. Make it long. Don't lock it out though. And now we're going pretty deep into the hamstring. I know this is Parsvottanasana. There's no doubt about it. Give me one more breath. All right. From here, we're going into downward dog. So both hands are on the mat. I'm going to slide my left foot back into downward dog. Give yourselves a couple of seconds here to get into your best posture. When you're ready, let's walk it out. Lifting one heel, lower the other. Groovy. Come onto your toes. Lift the heels up high. And heels come down towards the mat. All right, hands are about shoulders width apart. Take them wider if you've got some tight shoulders going on. Heads relaxed in between the arms. Feet no wider than your hips if they are apart. Keep the heels coming towards the mat. One more breath in. And with your exhale, look forward. Step up to your feet. Come up halfway. It's almost like resetting that spinal column. As I lengthen the spinal column, chest comes forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up. We've got the other side to do. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, it's down, and bring your left leg back to a lunge. Now, I forgot to mention on the other side, but if you're having a hard time keeping the leg up, you can bring your left knee down and still do the twist. So from here, right hand, right knee, twist the torso to the right. If you're managing to keep that knee up, you're still working it. My left hand is on the mat. You could use a block. Block might be helpful for some. And of course, the right arm can extend. And breathe. I know we're really working it at this point with the arm up. Your head can stay neutral if you're having any issues, or look at the right foot, or you can take it up towards your right hand. One more breath. Exhale, recover. Hands comes down. And now I'm going to slip my left foot, the back foot, flat, lengthen the front leg, Parsvottanasana. I really feel it down the calf and the right hamstring. If you're unable to reach the mat comfortably, your hands can rest on your leg. Don't have to put too much pressure there, though. Use your core. Use the core. All right, here we go. One more breath in. With your exhale, woo, next inhale, bring that left leg up. I know, we're not going into downward dog in this one. Come up halfway, so we have a flat back. Nice work here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up, extend all the way. Exhale, arms down to the sides. All right, that worked out nicely. All right, we're going to try another one here, and we'll step into downward facing dog on this one. So, inhale, arms come up. Inhale the whole way, please. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, hands come down, and let's step back into downward dog. Looks good. All right. From downward dog, lift your left leg straight back and up. Nice. Just hold it there. Give me one more breath in. With your exhale, step your left foot forward. We're going to come up to warrior number 2. So plant the left foot. Spin the back foot flat. Torso comes up. So the chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. Arms are up. All right, that's it. So the left leg is bent. We're going towards 90 degrees. The right leg, nice and long. Outer edge of that back foot is pressing into the mat. Hands are equal to or higher than the shoulders. Awesome. Now, if you're having some shoulder issues here, you can put a hand on the core and on the chest. Make sure it's favoring the right side and hang there. All right, we're here for one more breath. Woo! With your exhale, we're going into side angle, extended side angle. So bend the left arm, left elbow, left leg, right hand to the right hip. And come on, go deeper into this front leg. Bring this hip down. Remember, think John Travolta. He wasn't like this. He was like this. For those of you who remember John Travolta. If you're that young, just Google him. You'll figure it out. Saturday Night Live, I think, was the movie. All right, your options here. You can bring the left fingertips to the mat. The right arm can come straight up. Or for extended side angle, this is where that top arm usually is. The right bicep is near the right ear. You're twisting the torso open just a little bit towards the outside. That's it. Looks awesome. Give me another breath here, please. Woo! Actually, give me 2 more breaths. We're going to hold this. We got this. Last breath in. With that last exhale, look down at your left foot. Bring the right hand down, and we're going to step up to a forward fold. Whew. Get your bearings. One more breath in. With your next inhale, come up halfway. Give me a flat back. As we extend the chest forward, we actually roll the hips back and out just a little bit, lifting the tailbone. One more breath in. Exhale, slide the hands down. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, lift up, reach up all the way. We're going to go right into the other side. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, hands come down and walk your feet back to downward dog. Or if you're at the back of your mat, walk your hands forward. Give you a second here to get into your best posture of downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana for you Sanskrit folks. Okay, bring the right leg up this time. Don't bend it, just bring it straight back and up. Lift it where you can. You might even stack the hips a little bit here by turning the right foot to the right just a little bit. Lift and engage. Hold here and breathe. Okay, last breath in. With your exhale, step your right foot forward to warrior number 2. So I couldn't step my foot all the way forward, so I'm going to inch it up a little bit. And then engage your core, bring the torso up. So now the chest and pelvis favor the left side of the mat. Your right leg's in front, slightly bent, going towards 90. 90 degrees it is. And you're looking over the right hand towards the front. Awesome. Now give yourselves a second here. Make any tweaks, any adjustments as necessary. Chest and pelvis favor the left. Make sure that right knee tracks so you can see your big right toe just beyond the right knee. If you can't, you may have to move that foot up just a bit. All right, we're loving it. Let's go. Extended side angle. Bend the right arm, right elbow, right knee, left arm up and over. Now check yourself out. If you think that left hip is riding too high, go ahead and bend the right knee a little more. Work into the hamstring. I know, lots of energy here. You can keep your right elbow on the right knee or bring your right fingertips to the mat. We'll call that optional. And if your left shoulder is giving you fits, left hand can be on your left hip and just roll the left shoulder and open up the chest towards the left side of the mat. Lots of options for our sessions here. Hang in there. Give me a couple more breaths. We're looking good. Lots of energy here to hold this posture. Keep breathing. Breath is the key. One more breath in. And with that exhale, look down to the right foot. Bring both hands down. Ah, nice. And we're going to step the left foot up to a forward fold. So maybe one hop step and then bring the left foot up all the way. Fold it over. We'll give it a breath here. And then with your next inhale, come up halfway. Give me a flat back. Elongate that spinal column. Nice. One more inhale. Exhale, slide the hands down and reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up, inhaling the whole way. Exhale, arms come down to the sides. Wonderful. Shake it off. Hey, that wasn't easy. All right. And give me 1 second. Listen, I told you already. Step up, step up. Don't you growl at me. You are not going to poop on the floor. I just cleaned the floor. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's keep going. Eagle pose is next. Gardasana. So this is our balancing posture. So if you need to be near a wall or a piece of furniture or a friend, by all means. Let's start with the arm, shall we? I'm going to take the right arm and swing it underneath the left arm, and then try to cross and bring my palms together. Now, I am not going to be able to bring my palms together, so I'll do the best I can here, grasping my fingers. Of course, if this is too tight, just grab opposite shoulders. And another option, palms together, elbows together. So this is another great option if you're unable or if this gives you too much discomfort to cross your arms like this. Okay, So the arms are crossed. The right arm is underneath. So I think I'll bring the left foot over. So we're going to sit down just a bit. Here's the first variation for the legs. Just cross at the ankles. So I'm crossing my left foot over the right foot. My left toes are on the mat. And hey, this is great right here. Now, if you want to go deeper, take the left leg up, cross it over. We're going to try to cross the feet or the legs much as we did the arms. In other words, your left toes should be peeking out from behind your right calf. Mine clearly are not doing that, but that's the idea. Let's have some fun with it. We're sitting down just a bit here. Try to bring the elbows up. Oh, that's it. Keep breathing. Hold steady. Find something that's not moving. One more breath. Undo the legs. Undo the arms. Inhale the whole way up. We're going to swing right into the other side. Woo! Left arm is on the bottom. Right arm's on top. Oh, this is clearly my tighter side. I ain't joking on this side. This is my tighter side. So I'll do the best here. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. Bend the knees a bit. You can cross the right foot over the left foot, or try to bring that, cross the legs all together there. This time with your right toes coming out from behind the left calf. So if someone's looking at you from dead on, they see your right foot behind your left calf. That's the idea. All right, so we're bending that left leg a bit more. We're sitting down, trying to lift the elbows up. Not easy. So let's say your palms are together, your elbows together. We're trying to lift the elbows up so the biceps are parallel to the floor. That's about what you're doing if you can get the arms to come up that high, if the arms are twisted. All right, put your gaze, your focus on something that's not moving. That's it. Give me another breath. Woo! With that exhale, undo the legs, undo the arms. Inhale the whole way up. Exhale, arms come down. Shake it off. Okay. Woo! That ain't no joke. Okay, let's keep going. We're coming down to the mat for Sphinx pose. So we're going to lie down on our stomachs. Your forearms, we're on our stomachs, but you're on your forearms. So chin and chest are looking forward. And this is sort of passive work into the lower back. So we're going to hang out right here for a few breaths. Not bad. So you're going to feel a little bit of compression in that low back. Keep the feet relaxed at this point. No issues here. Good. Okay. Now let's get into it. Plank pose. So come onto your toes, tighten up and engage the core, and just lift the torso, lift the hips off the mat, the pelvis off the mat. Not much. I don't want the butt in the air, okay? No. Bring it parallel. So that's what we're gunning for. So you can actually push the heels towards the back of the mat. And when I say push, you're actually pushing on your forearms. Keep the head neutral. Stomach's in. It's supporting the low back. One more breath. With that exhale, come back to Sphinx. Pelvis comes back down, feet are flat, chin and chest are up. So I want to keep a little bit of a compression on that low back as opposed to bringing the torso all the way down. That's why I like doing Sphinx intermixed here. All right, one thing I need to remind you of, breathe. When we do the plank position, do not hold your breath. Holding your breath is never, I don't know of any posture where we hold our breath in yoga. So just keep up with the breath to the best of your ability. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Come onto your toes and lift the pelvis. Good. Hang here. Head is neutral. Think about your stomach. Pull it in. That's it. Good. 3 more breath cycles here. 3 more. Nice and steady. In and out. Last one. And with the exhale, pelvis down, back into Sphinx for 1 breath. And with that next exhale, bring the torso down. Ooh, we're here for 2 breaths. Yeah, I'm just resting my chin on my hands. And from here, Balasana. So we're going to press up to all fours, press your hips to your heels, and you can fold your arms if you like. So we're pressing the hips to the heels. If they don't touch the heels, don't worry about it. Go where you can, have some fun here. Heads relaxed. With your exhales, try to relax a little deeper. All right. From here, let's bring it up to all fours. Pigeon pose. Ekapada Raja Gopatasana. So from all fours, bring your left knee to your left wrist. And you can bring that left foot out a bit here. Ultimately, we're trying to get the left shin parallel to the front of the mat. Now, it's a work in progress for most of us. Extend that right leg back. And you've got options here. You can keep the torso nice and tall, or you can bring the torso down, fold your arms and lengthen the body here. You can also lift that right knee up. And if this is too much for the left knee and for your hip in general, you can do the variation. Now, the variation that I'm thinking of, you'll be on your back, cross your left foot over the right knee. You can take your left hand on the inside of that left knee, just adding a little bit of pressure, or thread the needle, reach behind the right leg, and lift your right foot off the mat. So as you bring the right leg closer to you, you work deeper into that left hip. Lots of options, okay? So if the standard pigeon isn't working, pick an alternate position. Now I'm going to come back to the standard, or at least the best that I can do here. And this is one of those postures where I think the more we work on it, the better, the deeper we can go. But it's something we really have to work on a regular basis. For your own personal practice, plug this one in. Make this one of those postures you do, if not every day, maybe every other day. I'd say about 2 minutes per side every other day. You can increase that after a few days. But all of this is about lengthening, toning, strengthening our muscle groups, and patience. It's a lot about patience. All right, we're looking good, folks. If you're in a standard posture here, actually, let's start. If you're on the back, if you're on your back with the variation, switch legs. That's all you need to do. Drop your left foot down, put your right foot over your left knee. Everyone else, we're going to push up. If your torso's down, swing that left leg back. We'll stretch it out a little bit here. Bend it, flex. And let's do the other side. I'm bringing the right knee to my right wrist, and then I'm bringing that foot out a bit. Now, this is definitely my tighter side, so I'm not going down as far with this one. So I'm going to keep my torso up. Now, you see the leg is bent. The left leg is extended behind me. And just go where you can with this. As I said, you can bring the torso down. You can even come down to blocks. I'll keep my torso up because this is, woo! Now, this isn't getting beyond the painful side. So yoga is not supposed to be painful. So on your scale of 1 to 10, 1, everything feels good. 10, well, you're not actually doing yoga. You're just watching everybody and you're drinking wine. When you reach 5.5 on that scale, that is when you need to do a variation. Or just yell at me if you don't know what variation you should use. So find your best posture. We're all doing pigeon, don't get me wrong. We all might look a little different, and that is absolutely groovy. All right, folks, we're almost there. A couple of more breaths. How about 3 more deep breath cycles from where you're at? Your Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Remember, we're bringing in a little more air. Last breath in. Woo! And with that last one, let's bring it up. Now, if you're on your backs, just roll up until you're in a seated posture with your legs out in front. The rest of us will just go into all fours and stretch out the right leg. Whatever you need to do to get the blood flowing back into the leg. And from here, let's have a seat. Legs out in front for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Now, for those of you familiar with this, if you know your back is really tight right now, go ahead and bend the legs. You can even put a bolster or a blanket or a towel underneath behind the knees. This is fine. If you don't have a bolster, go ahead and bend your legs, lean forward, reach for the toes. Now, if you can't reach your toes, a strap or a towel, or grab your ankles or shins. For those of you that have the ability to reach your toes or your feet with the legs long, extend out. Keep your eyesight on your feet or what's beyond your feet. Do not look at your waistline. I don't want you to round the back. We're actually trying to lie down flat over the legs with your face eventually planted on your shins. Use your breath. With every exhale, you might be able to sink a little deeper into this. All right, we've got this for 5 more breaths. Hang in there, folks. Try to relax into the posture. Tighten the posture a bit by flexing the feet. So bringing the toes back at you. You'll feel it in the calves, behind the knees, and the hamstrings. That's it. 2 more breaths. And on the next inhale, roll up slowly. Nice and easy. Hands next to the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down as we lift the heart a little bit towards the ceiling. And recover. All right, Janu Shirshasana. Let's start by bending the right leg. Push the right leg out. The right foot into the left thigh. Now, this is my tight side, so I'm going to grab a blanket and put underneath my right knee. And we're going to lean forward. And let's go ahead and do this the old proper way. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Now, if you're unable to reach your left foot, because it's what we just did, a seated forward fold, but we're bending one leg at a time now. Now, if this is too painful, here's what you do. Pick the leg out. You'll be fine. So my knee is really tight, so I can come down with ease if the leg's extended. But I'm going to keep working it just a bit here. So I'll keep the leg bent, and I put a blanket underneath the right knee. We're only here for 2 more breaths. This is Janu Shirshasana. Last breath in. On the next inhale, lift the torso, switch legs. Right leg extends, bend the left, push the left leg out. The left foot presses into the right leg. Awesome. Nice tall torso. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, forward fold. And bring it forward. Keep your head relaxed. Keep your eyesight on that knee, the shin, or what's in front. Ultimately, we're going to lie the torso completely over the right leg. Another one of those postures that the more we do, the better we get, the longer, the lengthier we get into it. It's not really better. I mean, we're doing it great now. That's it. Hey, you might feel this on your lower left side of your back. I'm feeling it. It has as much to do with the fact that your arms are reaching out, holding on. So we're working all the back muscles with this as well. Last breath in. Ooh, that next inhale. Roll up. Extend that left leg. Shake it out. Got a question for you. Oh, we'll make it a rhetorical question. What did you have for lunch? That's right. Okay. So with that in mind, if you have a block, go ahead and get it, please. If you don't have a block, maybe a bottle of water, you can get anything. You can use anything. You'll see why. All right. It's Navasana. boat pose. We only have one set to do. So we're going to bend the legs and bring the legs up, bring the arms up. So you can keep the legs bent here, but of course we're trying to get to the point where the legs are extended. We're finding that nice happy balance point. Okay, block, bottle of water, anything. Let's add twist to this, shall we? So take it from the right side to the left and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really think I was using French. Sorry, you can put it down. Go back to boat. Hold here. 2 more breaths. That's dos in Espanol. Do in Francais. Last breath. Exhale, recover. Woo! Yeah, sorry about that. Un, deux, trois. I'll work on my Spanish here, promise. Shake the legs out a bit. Apanasana. Apanasana. So we're going to lie down on our backs, bring the knees into the chest. Oh. Squeeze the knees in, hold tight. You can even rock a little bit left and right. Some figure eights with that low back. Nice work. Jatara Pradviti. Bring the feet down to the mat and drop the knees off to the left. We'll be here for 2 breaths. Keep the right shoulder on the mat. Another way that we're going to do this in the future, we'll bring the legs back and forth for a few cycles. Normally, I take Jatana Pradviti as one calming posture before we end. But we are twisting the spinal column in 2 different directions. Go ahead and let's switch sides. I'm bringing my gaze up, dropping my legs to the right side. Keep the left shoulder on the mat, or vice versa from what you're doing. You can look towards your grounded shoulder or away from the knees. If you have any neck issues, though, keep your head neutral. So far, so good. Left shoulder's on the mat, legs dropping to the right. Nice twisting action. 1 more breath. And nice. The next, thank you, rain. Let's roll to the right. Oh, and we're coming up to a comfortable seated posture. Any seated posture is fine. Your eyes can be soft or closed as you come up. Sukhasana is your best posture. So I'm going to have just 1 leg bent, 1 extended. I'm sitting on a block here. Eyes are soft. And scan the body. Ujjayi pranayama breath. So with every exhale, scan the body head to toe. Find out what's happening, whether it's low back, knees, ankles, neck, or shoulders. From here, disengage your Ujjayi pranayama breath. Let's do 3 cleansing exhales. So we'll inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale. 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 And breathe regularly at this point. 1 more scan of the body and of the mind. Awesome session. Okay, folks, with a deep inhalation, let's bring the arms up and overhead. Palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down past your third eye to your heart center. On your continuing journey, remember always to remain kind. Remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you for a great session this evening. Thank you, and namaste.